here, let me set some context for this. I saw an interview where Alex Hormozi talked to Grant Cardone, and Grant said, I don't like to take money from big check writers anymore. And Alex asked him, why? And he said, because they're meaner. I like to do in Reg A's and 506Cs. So what if I'm out there trying to raise $500,000 and the other investor on the other side says, yeah, I'll write you a check. I like your thesis. I like your idea, where you're going and who you are, and I'll give you a check for $500,000. But I'm only trying to buy a $1.5 million company, and that's already 33% so of the company. So what do you have any recommendations on that? Should I take the money or should I look for smaller check writers?
Well, I mean, I think it depends on the so for Grant Cardone, and I watched that a really good video. Grant Cardone had a lot of status delta, we call it, right? So he was looked up to as almost like, I hate to say it, almost like a god to certain people, and then he's huge. And then because he has that status delta, it makes more sense for him to do the Reg A's, and the Reg C's, CFs. When it comes to the which somebody should do, I think it depends on how certain that they want to raise the money. Because if you raise less money from smaller checks, the certainty increases, right? The probability increases usually, but then the amount raised and like it can actually be less, because like if you have like less that money that you want to raise, the probability just goes way higher that you actually be able to raise anything. But then if you want to actually just get a large check investor to do everything, the problem is that you're risking the probability of anything happening. So if you really need any money to actually just go in a deal, then I just recommend, and you have some form of like either prestige or you're able to convince like a mass audience, then just go the small route. But then if you're in a position that you want the big check investors, because you don't want to deal with the complexity. I mean, look, Grant Cardone, amazing guy, but then he's dealing with lawsuits, and he's the complexity of managing all of them and setting all their expectations, because a lot of them can sue, because the big guys, they have a lot of capital that they're willing to lose. Then you can take the big guy instead.
Yeah. The bigger you get with 75 million followers, the more naysayers and
Yeah.
lawsuits come your direction. Yeah. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you're a subscriber by clicking on this button right here down below. And if you want to watch more serial acquirer interviews, click on this button right here. If you're ready to buy your first business, get my course at dealflowsystem.net right here. Take care. Cheers, John.